Okay, let's talk about the Carolina Panthers, who had one of the better seasons last year. I think it's fair to say. I mean, listen, last offseason when I made a video like this with the Panthers, I was sitting there saying, wow, this team may be the worst situation in football. I mean, you spent all this draft capital on a quarterback who did not play well his rookie year. Is he a bust? Remains to be seen. There's not a lot of talent on this roster. What's going on? And for the first part of the season, that's what it looked like. This is a horrible team. They put Andy Dalton in. They look a little better. Then they go back to Bryce Young due to Andy Dalton getting injured. And all of a sudden, Bryce Young looks like a completely different player. He actually was all right last year, if not actively good at the end of the season. I would say he was just like straight up good towards the end of the year. So what do you do now? Well, there still are a lot of things that need improving for the Carolina Panthers. If we start here with just to familiarize ourselves with this roster, where PFF ranked each position grouping, first passing 17th. That's so impressive considering how bad it was to start the year. I'm not sure if I've ever seen an in-season turnaround by a quarterback like we saw with Young. Receiving's 32nd. That needs to improve. I mean, I like Adam Thielen, but they need more receivers, and they've been struggling with that since they let DJ Moore go. Maybe the Bears will trade him back to you. I don't know, but as of right now, that's an issue. Pass blocking was good though. Run blocking was even better. Rushing was all right. So you have that. And then the defense was a mess. 32nd ranked in run defense and pass rush. Better in coverage, but still bottom 5 at 28th. So, yeah, that's not good. They need to improve on really receiving core and all of defense. They have a couple players I like, but for the most part, all of defense. I will mention Derek Brown getting injured really early on last season hurts that run defense and pass rush. He's someone who doesn't just play well for his position, but also makes everyone else's job a lot easier. So that is a factor, but still, 32nd without him, you need to be better than that. Their cap space situation's a bit odd, where they actually only have $24 million in cap space as of right now. That will balloon up to $156 next year, though. So you can kick the can down the road if there is a free agent available that you would like to add. If there is a big name free agent, I wouldn't hate that. Although it is going to once again probably come down to drafting well. And one good thing about the Panthers is they actually have some draft picks. These are their draft picks. So they have 1 first, 1 second, 1 third, 2 fourths, 3 fifths, no 6, but they also have a 7th. So you know how I love a team that has a lot of draft picks, and they have a lot of draft picks, and that matters a lot. 10 picks, and we haven't even gotten into comp picks yet. I don't know if they'll have any or not, but 10 picks as of right now, that's good. That really helps you a lot because it can help you fill out this roster. And when we said they have so many issues, to me, drafting well is going to be something that is going to be the key to them succeeding. At the end of the day, that's what it always comes down to, right? The best teams in the league are the ones that draft the best. The worst teams in the league are the ones that draft the worst. If you can use these draft picks to help round out some of the depth here, they could still probably use a star or two for sure. You could always use a star or two, but that also can help of rounding out the roster. The other good thing, so I look to see the biggest free agents they need to sign, the most notable ones, and 2 out of the 3 are special teams players, Johnny Hecker and Eddie Pinheiro. Now, Pinheiro was a really good kicker for them, so he's not just a special teams guy, he's someone you want. Also Xavier Woods, but they can sign all those guys and still add a big ticket player if they want. And again, I think if a big ticket player is available, I wouldn't hate them going after it, although I really do feel like maybe not this season. I think you're still in a bit of a deep rebuild. I think you want to help out Bryce Young a little bit more. I just think he's still a young player. You still want to help out his development. Doing what you can to improve the receiving core is what you want to do. I also think with the draft, there's enough holes in this roster. Get a big board. Who do you like the best? This player is the guy who's available and is highest on the board. Let's just draft him. Let's not focus too much on what we need. We saw Bryce Young look solid with the 32nd ranked receiving core. I think you want to improve that through free agency if you can. If you have to make sure you use a draft pick, okay, fine. But you don't want to go into the offseason, or go into the draft, I should say, needing specific positions, especially one like wide receiver, which it's so competitive. Every team wants wide receivers. So at the end of the day, if you can get a free agent, do that. If you can't, okay, then you got to draft someone. But other than that, you want to help out your defense. You want to help out everything. The offensive line's pretty good, but other than that, like, just try and accumulate talent is what the Carolina Panthers are going to need right now. And the other thing you have to do is just develop. I mean, you just got to develop these young players. And Dave Canales has done a really good job with quarterbacks over his career, with Geno Smith kind of getting revitalized when Canales was there. Baker Mayfield then got revitalized when Canales was with Tampa Bay, and now Bryce Young. So hopefully Canales can do that with more than just quarterbacks, but you help develop these young guys and they can start to play better and then draft well. That's your key to success. Panthers moving in the right direction. I still think they're at least a year away. Don't know if this is the year, but could they get a little bit better? Yeah, they could get a little bit better. But those are my thoughts with all of this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.